Hello, my wonderful people. How you doing today? I'm in a good mood. Not really sure why. Just ready to play this game. Ready to win some games as well. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I might be on a really extreme streak right now. I should go back and look at my previous things. You know what? We always do Ninja Mortar. Oh, he's going to skip it. Oh, he's afraid. He's afraid. We get Water Resorts, my absolute favorite map in the world. I just love this freaking strategy, dude. It's one of my favorites. We're still waiting for the new update to come out. It has not officially been released yet. I might end up making a video showing off the new update, though, in the near future. Because I have this really cool person who decided to show me. They actually went through and they changed all the stuff that are in the mods, so I can just mod the game myself and then play it. But of course, I can't play with other random people. I have to play with other friends, and that's where the problem arises. I have no friends. I don't have any friends to play with. Oh, I didn't do banana. What am I doing? I'm supposed to go banana farms, dude. So I guess we're going balloon income today. We're gonna do my favorite strategy, but switching it into a balloon income strat. So the first thing you're to notice is that this guy built a buccaneer and then a farm instead of a farm into a buccaneer, which to me is a little bit silly, but I guess it makes sense, especially if he's going to go for a grape shot right now, because he's going to have to pop all these balloons. Now he goes for a faster shooting? What is he doing, man? Oh, maybe he's going for a destroyer. Oh, there we go. We finally see the faster shooting grape shot pop out. So he's good for a while now, but of course we are not. We're going to end up just mass quantities of balloons right now. So anyways, today I want to talk a little bit about the worst storms that I've ever been in. Alright, so now I'll admit that I have not. Actually, it sparked because my friend just posted some information / just a post about this ridiculous tornado that happened about 15 years ago or so. But it's actually, the tornado happened where my friends currently live, and I'm like, oh crap, dude. And it was an F5 freaking tornado. So if you guys don't know how tornado things work, it's very similar to hurricanes. There's like, you know, instead of category, it's F. So it goes from 1 to 5, and obviously 5 is the highest and the worst. Anything down to 1 is still pretty darn bad, and it can definitely hurt things and cause problems, but it's not quite as awful. I guess there was no pictures of the tornado, there was no videos of the tornado or anything like that, because it was still fairly an unpopulated area at the time, which is kind of good. Obviously, we don't want millions of people to die or anything, but there still was some people that lived there, so there was some lives lost. But one of the deadliest tornadoes to ever hit Illinois, because it was so gosh darn ridiculously huge and fast. So I want to talk a little bit about the worst storms that I've ever been in. I think the one that brings up the most scary memories, I guess, was I was at work actually, and I work at a garden center. So when I talk about a garden center, like the main building is made of frickin' aluminum, and like there's some bricks on the outside, but seriously, like the roof. I've been on the roof, and like I drilled through from the ceiling, from the roof down into the actual place, because I needed to put some holes for cameras and stuff like that. So I actually drilled through down to the other side, and it was seriously like 3 inches deep, 4 inches deep max. And I'm just like, holy crap, dude, this entire area is getting held up by this stuff. And a lot of it was this like black, sort of goofy crap that nobody really cares about. The stuff that's normally on roofs. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, that tar type stuff. I actually had to re-tar that thing too. So anyways, I'm getting off track right now, guys. We gotta build a cannon. Pop this guy in there. I might get a boomerang as well. I think I'm gonna do a good combo here. We can do like 1/3 tier cannon, one of these guys. I might pop a boomerang here, but the only problem is camelets. You know, I don't know if I can really handle those guys. Obviously he can. He's got everything covered over there. But he's really just working on his banana farm for now. He's got a good amount. He's not playing delicious right now. He's just playing good enough for now. So anyways, it looks like he might rush me. Yeah, he might. So we're gonna battle energy through this. He's going for an all-out rush right here. 2-3-0 boomerangs. Hopefully, should be a frickin' enough. What the heck? Oh, it wasn't 2-3-0s. It was only 1-3-0. And my streak has been demolished. Oh my god, I'm actually really freaking upset by that. I had the money for it and everything, and I didn't do it. I thought I had to. I pressed the button 3 times. And he doesn't even freaking want to replay me. Suck my balls. Well, there goes my streak, guys. There goes my freaking streak. I knew it was going to happen. I thought I had that. I was like, 2 3-0 boomerangs with a battle energy against a regen Rainbow Rush. This is cake for us. But again, you know what? I need to turn off the freaking skins. I'm going to turn off those stupid boomerang skins. I don't like the skins. I don't like the skins for certain towers, and the boomerangs are ones that just annoy the crap out of me. So I'm going to get rid of those guys for sure. Most of the rest of them are pretty cool, though. Anyways, well, that's an upsetting way to start off our day. I guess we're going to do something similar again. We're going to do boat, boomer, cannon. See if we can work it out better this time. He gave me, like, such a warning that he was going to do an all-out regen Rainbow Rush. I cannot believe that. It's like such a noob play, you know? Like, going for an all-out regen Rainbow Rush, I'm like, oh, I got this covered, no big deal. I didn't have a 3-0 cannon. I didn't think I needed it. And stupidity, you know? Garbage. Absolute garbage. I had the plays, I had the idea, it's just the fingers didn't do what was supposed to happen right there. Anyways, continuing on with my stories. Of course, I get a little bit more distracted when I tell you guys my stories anyways, but that's not the reason I lost. It was just, it's plain stupidness. So I was at work, and yeah, like, the entire, like, main building is pretty, it's not like a shack or anything like that, but it's definitely nothing that can hold up to a freaking tornado. So, that on top of they have really freaking old greenhouses. I'm talking about greenhouses that are, like, legit. There's one greenhouse that's legit, like, 75 years old. So it's a pretty crazy old little greenhouse in there. And that one's actually made of legit glass, too. Like, not just those plastic new greenhouses like that you normally see. Legit glass greenhouse from the olden days, man. I don't even know if they definitely don't make those anymore. Then why would they? Why would they put glass on those when you got nice, delicious plastic to do the exact same thing for cheaper or better? I remember I was working out front, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, it's coming, and you see this giant black cloud. I'm like, oh crap! And then I hear, oh my god, we're supposed to get 75-mile-per-hour winds. So of course, I'm like, oh snap, that's pretty impressive winds. I don't think I've ever felt 75-mile-per-hour winds before. So I'm gonna go for this frag cannon over here. Hopefully this is enough just to keep my stuff occupied for now. I'm gonna go for some green rushes right now, but I'm actually gonna go for a bigger green rush right around round 7. He's actually kind of anti-stalling right now with his sub and ninja. So the bloon income for both of us is actually gonna be a lot lower than we normally would expect it to be. So we're gonna go, you know what, let's just wait for a really big yellow rush. He's spending all his money on the greens, and I don't think he's gonna be able to pop all these yellows, especially if I battle energy or I bloon energy it. Alright. Here we go, guys. This is a big one. This is a big one. 3, 2, 1. Rotate! Come on, rotate! Mistiming everything, I guess, today. So here we go. Over $2,000 saved up for now. He's almost definitely going to battle energy. I will stop if he does do that. Oh, he's going to go for a counter yellow rush. What a noob cake. What are you doing, dude? And there we go. We finally see the battle energy popping out. I'm going to keep on pushing in here, guys. Full out yellows, non-stop. He's going to finally get his ninja up. I should probably go, you know what? Let's bloon energy these yellows while we're at it. Bam, bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Take him down, little buddies. And he still ends up defending for now. Fairly impressive defense, I suppose. And he gets the 3rd tier ninja up, so we're going to stop for a second because now we know he has no money. We're going to go for a regen lead against him. You've got nothing really good set up either on my side. We're actually lower on lives right now. So let's see. There's the lead. He's got a freaking ninja wizard, dude. Alright, so this is what we're going to do, guys. We're going to get a boomerang. Alright. We're going to do one boomer. He's going to be a 3-0. He should be okay for me, obviously, unless this guy freaking full out regen Rainbow Rushes me and I get a 2-0 again. I'm going to get one of these guys, 3-0. I'm going to get a cannon up, 3-0. I'm going to get cam detection at least on this guy, and then I think I'm going to get a destroyer if things go bad. So he's going to go for some cam balloons against me, but I got it covered, dude. I got this freaking covered. Unless he sends out gigantic cam rushes in that scenario. But realistically, what we're going to do is want to do a pretty beefy zebra rush again. Oh, he's going to go for it. Alright. Makes sense. I want to road spike it for now. We're going to go for a zebra rush. 1 set of road spikes. 2 sets of road spikes. And now I actually have to get this guy up to a cannon chip instead. on battle. Oh, we took him down with the Zebra Rush. Exactly what I was expecting. Oh man, this guy was terrible though. Oh, I didn't realize how awful he was. He actually wasn't really that bad. If you looked at it, he played it pretty decent. Came at leads at the right time and everything. He had a decent defense, but you could tell he just didn't really have good grouped popping power. And he didn't use the battle energy either, which was obviously a huge mistake on his part. So, yeah, to get in kind of the plot setup for you guys right now, everything is not capable of holding up to a tornado. That's basically what I understood. And I was thinking about this kind of stuff, because I was like, oh, okay, 75-mile-per-hour winds, like, obviously that's a big deal and everything, but it's not tornado. You know, I think tornado is only 100 miles per hour or something like that. It has to be a certain amount of miles per hour to technically be like an F1 tornado. I know that hurricanes have to be like 76 miles per hour or something to go from a tropical storm into a hurricane. I think it's 73 or 76. So we got Snowy Castle again. Let's skip it this time, not because I hate Snowy Castle, but because I don't want to play it twice in a row. And this time we're going to randomize. Not like I really need to have a streak going anymore now that we freaking ruined it already. He's going to skip it to Hydro Dam, and I cannot do... You know what? Let's do something fun, though. Let's do a sub-boat strategy combo. With, of course, we need something for group pop and power. I'm going to go for... Let's go for... What do you guys think? Mortar? Let's just go Boomer, dude. It's the safe one. You know, you need something decent for those crazy regen rainbow rushes, and he's just the guy to go for, right in the middle of the frickin' map. He does juicy work. Alright, so we're going to start off with a Buccaneer, actually. I'm going to try the Buccaneer. You know what? I noticed this spot a little while ago. People have been using it, and I find it quite good. Alright. I don't know if you got to keep him on close, though, or last, or what, but he seems like a pretty delicious little guy to have. And, of course, no farms for me. All Bloon income all day. I haven't done any farms at all day today, actually. So, fancy that. So, yeah, sky turned dark, black, like the, you know, the hellish overlords were coming down and going to kill us all. And at first it was just like, okay, the weird thing was it was really big raindrops, alright? It wasn't like a lot of rain or anything like that. It was just really big raindrops, just like... I'm sure you guys have seen them before at some point in your life. Raindrops can get pretty darn gigantic. And like nothing was happening yet, it was just big raindrops, and I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. And then it just goes, and you see crazy amount, I'm talking crazy amounts of frickin' rain coming down right now. It wasn't that windy yet though, it was just rain. And then it slowly picked up, I don't know, slowly. Maybe over the next like 10 seconds or so, it picked up from like, okay, very calm to full out like 60-mile-per-hour frickin' winds coming down. And I'm like running around trying to do things at this point. So we still kill him with his pinks. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not paying attention. Obviously. Should be doing more than just one single low-level boat like that. But whatevs, we're going to go for black balloons. I'm going to balloon energy them as well. Maybe we'll sneak some through. But he's got a ninja, so he's probably going to be okay. Probably. So I like grabbed a pallet and I like threw it inside, and I forgot what else I did, but there was a couple things that I was like, oh my god, this plant like can't be outside, I need to go do it. So I was like running around trying to save all the plants and like be the life savior. And then I also had to close all of the doors to the greenhouse, so that we have like big open garage door type doors where you like slide it open and close. It didn't have an engine or anything, you just slide it open and closed. And I had to close all these things before everything just freaking hit the fan. So I'm running around, and then like I just know that when the wind started, all this dust was blowing in my eyes. That was the worst thing about it, was the dust. All the dust was blowing in my eyes, and all I could see was like I was closing my eyes as much as I possibly can, like a freaking camel, you know. We're gonna go for let's go for the boomer finally. So even though this seems a little bit weird that we're like wasting our lives, I actually feel like it's not too bad. We're still sort of able to do stuff. Now the biggest thing is he's wasting all of his freaking money, you know, on yellow rushes on round freaking 9 for Hydro Dam, and that's just not gonna work. We're gonna pop out some zebras probably. I like blacks, but they're really expensive for the amount of actual attack damage that you get out of them. So I don't really like going for them just because then I can't have enough money for zebras and rainbows. Which are obviously the ones that I really freaking want to get. So here we go. He's going to go for a couple balloons against me. Still not a big deal. I have like almost no cam detection now. He's going to go for a couple whites against me. I'm going to have to battle energy this. I'm going to go for... I'm just going to... You know what? I'm going to all out him right here. I'm going to all out him zebras, regen, zebra, rainbow, rainbow, green energy, zebra, zebra. Okay, that's game over for him. He's got nothing on it. He's got nothing. He's going to sell something, trying to come back, but it's still not going to be enough. Pop this B. He did a nice rush, but again, he wasted all his freaking money on blacks and whites, and then he had no defense left. And you could tell, his medallions. He's just low. He's not a fantastic player. Even though he's got a decent record, he's been playing in low-level arenas, which means his record means a little bit less than it actually should. You know what I find sort of intriguing is almost everybody that I play in the MOOOO Pit and the BFB Coliseum has a record of like 3-1. And if they only played in the BFB Coliseum, everybody's records would like have to even out eventually, you know? Like they should be around 50-50 if you're playing in that arena. Or at least, you know, it just makes sense to me. So yeah, and then we went inside. That's right when the power went out. I actually heard a giant explosion. That was the weird part, was the giant explosion. I was like, what the heck just happened, dude? Found out that a transformer blew, you know, just down the street, and that's why the power went out for us. And then somebody was asking, they're like, where's Alex? Where's Alex at? Is he still here? And they're like, get him inside right now. So I went and I had to run to the back greenhouse during like the 75-mile-per-hour winds. It was like blowing me over. I was like walking almost diagonal. I don't know if, like, imagine me in like a 30-degree, 40-degree angle, like kind of running / jogging. All right, I guess we're just getting randomized in here. Maybe I can pick the sub or the boat and just let everything else get randomized. Is that how it works? I think it does. It's kind of cool. You could do partial randomization. It's kind of fun, actually. I'll take it. Alright, let's do this boat thing again. I think we have to do a little bit better of a job with possibly doing maybe a double boat strat. Ooh, what the heck is that? Maybe once he gets the range upgraded, he can reach over there. Maybe that's what he's thinking. Otherwise, I have no idea. Maybe that's just a stupid spot. So let's see. Can he reach it with a range upgrade? He can. All right. So that was actually a not a mistake from him. It looked like it was a planned strategy right there. And that, you know, it's always good to see that. It's always good to see those fun, sort of interesting strategies you never see before. Because sometimes I can learn from them. And that's the best thing about this game is randomly when I'm playing even some noob kicks, I'm like, that's a good idea. I never thought about that. Because everybody kind of just, it's kind of like when you're a scientist and you're in your early days thinking about, you know, crazy new experiments and all these random things. It's actually much easier to... A lot of scientists actually make their best inventions or their best findings when they're very young because they have like a wide-open brain ready to do anything. And then as they get older, they kind of get stuck in their ways. And I feel like that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm a little bit older. I'm sort of stuck in my ways. I wouldn't build a Buccaneer down there just to see what happens. Where other people, other noob cakes might be like, let's just try it over here. I don't see other people playing with it in certain positions, so I'm just going to put it wherever I think is good. And sometimes that random spot turns out to actually be pretty freaking good, which is impressive, obviously. Alright, so we're going for another Buccaneer in here. I'm going to just randomly use all 3 sets of road spikes, just because I can. I'm going to go for a bunch of greens. I'm actually stop at 450 income and maybe just do some blacks and stuff if I want to. Can't decide for sure yet. Unless we're going to overwhelm him. I think it looks like, I don't know. I don't think it's worth it to keep on sending these greens, so I'm just going to stop. We might do a couple lives damage anyways. Oh, we forced a battle energy. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. You guys might be like, wow, Chris, are you farting all over the place? I'm not. It's my chair. My chair's getting pretty old. I need to get a new one soon. So I will get the grape shot here. This guy's probably going to be a destroyer. This is probably going to be a cannon ship. I feel like he's got better cannon ship positioning. And then I'm also going to build a taxure for Blade Maelstromage. Oh, yeah. They're like, go get Alex. So I ran in the back greenhouse. This was the glass greenhouse, by the way. And I just see Alex back there. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? We got to get inside. Like, he's just like, what? And he's just cleaning plants off. I'm just like, he just doesn't give a crap at all. I thought it was pretty hilarious, actually, because I'm kind of freaking out a little bit, and I'm sure he was freaking out at least a little bit, but he was just like, this is my job. I have to do my job. That's the most important thing. And he was just doing the job instead of worrying about himself and worrying about actually getting inside to a safe place. Because I don't know, if the wind picked up at all, I think that a lot more of those windows would have gotten broken. But in the end, The good news was there's only like about 10 of the windows that actually got broken because there's a little bit of hail and stuff happening. And crap. So, here we go, guys. This is where it's going to get a little bit feisty. We're going to have to do some zebra rushes and some rainbow rushes pretty soon. Got very little... Yeah, let's at least get camo detection with that guy. He's got camo... He's got everything covered, but it's still going to be difficult for him. Let's go for a couple zebras. There it is. With the destroyer. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Yes. Oh, he's going to do the cannon. Oh, he's going to do the camo leads against me. Luckily, I got this guy covered. We're going to put him on strong, actually, and we're going to defend that one. So now, I think the best thing for me is actually to go for a pretty big zebra rush. He just spent a lot of money on that camo rush right there. You might not realize it, but cam grows can be freaking expensive. And there we go. We do force the battle energy. He will defend this one, but I don't know about the next one, guys. Oh, he's got a banana farm, though. That changes things a little bit. Alright, we're going to balloon energy some zebras. With a couple regen zebras back in the back here. This should be enough. The fire mage is regrowing him like crazy, and the regens are probably going to take him down over here. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah. So, luckily, nobody died. I ended up saving Alex, I guess, maybe. I don't think he really needed to be rescued, but we both just ran back. We stayed inside until the storm blew over. Again, the electricity went out. When I went outside, there was like some really big signs like blown over and crushed and destroyed and everything. Luckily, last thing I'm going to say before I end the video, guys. Luckily, my car was underneath a really big sign. It's like a tree sign, and that thing's probably 30 feet tall, 40 feet tall, something like that. I was thinking about it, and I'm like, dude, that could have easily just fallen right over and just popped on my car. Luckily, it didn't. So, good news there. Anyways, that's probably the worst storm that I ever got caught in outside. I'll tell you guys more about the storms that I got caught in inside, maybe next time. We'll see. Probably got some other interesting things to talk about. But if you guys enjoyed, make sure you press that like button, of course, and have a super duper delicious day.